Rally Championship.
Hang on, no wait, that's not right at all, is it? Where was I? Another week, another online time trial in Gran Turismo 7. This week we're at Colorado Springs in the Yaris GR. At the time of filming, the gold standard time stood at a 127.67, so let's see what I can do to help you get your 2 million credits. A quick look at my settings, you'll see that everything is switched off except ABS, which is set to default. Traction control is set to 0. I'm using a manual gearbox and I'm using a Moser R12 wheelbase. As always in these guys, I'm going to do 2 laps. The first lap will be a step-by-step guide. The second I will shut up and let you watch it through in silence. So let's get on with the first lap. I'm going to turn in early here. The car will want to slide out and the back end does have a habit of catching that barrier on the right hand side. I've dropped to 3rd gear, and as an aside, you'll only ever need 3rd or 4th gear in this time trial. I'm taking a relatively tight line around this long left-hander, skirting around the edge of this earth bund on the left there. We're almost immediately turning right into this long right-hander here. It's made up of almost 3 apexes. This mound here, there's another mound just there, and then a 3rd mound, and I'm making 3 very distinctive saws at the wheel to bring the car around. We're turning in early to this left-hander here. I'm still in 3rd gear, just trying to miss the earth on the left-hand side there and getting the wheel as straight as possible as early as we can. And this is something worth noting, the car will accelerate more efficiently when the wheels are all pointing in a straight line. So keep your steering as neutral as you can as often as you can. A quick jink to the right of the circuit to open up this left-hander. I'm going to drop it to 3rd gear and I'm turning very early. There's a bump here which will unsettle the car and it will push it all the way out to the right-hand side. Use all the track available to you, just don't graze that crash barrier. There are 3 bumps here that can really upsettle the car. One is just here. We're going to turn as we're landing just to bring the car around. Again, bring the car around on landing, and then bring the car around on landing here. I'm trying to get as close to that left-hand side of the corner as I can to open up this right-hander. Drop into 3rd, get on the brakes early, turn in good and tight, because I want to be on the right-hand side of the track as we leave this corner, because we're trying to do a Scandinavian flick. I'm going to turn the steering left, and I'm initially aiming for this orange gate on the left hand side here, but it's actually the poles just beside it. They're the ones you're likely to hit, so just avoid those, and then we're immediately going to wrench the steering to the right to bring it around this corner. It gets a bit bumpy just off the throttle briefly, but then full throttle back on again, immediately steering into the left. I'm going to take a neutral entry into this corner. I don't want to be too tight because it's the second part of the apex. I want to come in at a tighter angle, but I do want to get a good launch out of this corner, so straighten up the steering as soon as you can and just move over to the right hand side of the circuit, but don't go too close to the right hand side here, because as you turn in at this point your right hand side of the car can graze that earth bund on the right hand side. I'm turning in early for this long left-hander, keeping the steering as neutral as I can, skirting around the right-hand side of these hay bales on the left, just trying to keep the car as straight as I can, avoiding running out to the right-hand side there. You'll get a bump over this farm access track just here, and then I'm going to turn in early for this long left-hander again. I'm going to move up to 4th gear, just trying to keep the car as straight as I can, keep the speed up so I'm not scrubbing too much speed. Be careful of going too close to that bund on the left-hand side, you can pick up a penalty. Then I'm going to drop to 3rd, wrench the steering to the right, straighten it up, and I'm just going to drift through this corner. We want to be as straight as we can to get the power down as early as we can. And then we've got the final left-hander. Turn in early, tight to the wall if you can. Just make sure you don't drift out and hit the start-finish line, because you can pick up a penalty as you cross it. Okay, I'm going to shut up now and let you watch the lap through again in silence, and I'll catch you at the end. Okay, if you can get anywhere near to that, you should be banking 2 million credits. I hope you've seen something to help you get your gold standard time. Do consider a like, a comment and a subscribe. I do appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video. Take it easy.